YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video. And in today's video, I'm going to go over why Washington should not tank the rest of the 2020 season. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL. In this case, our Washington football team. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
We Washington, we Washington, we Washington, we Washington, man, we Washington.
So before we get into today's video, actually, we have some news about the Washington football team and where they will be playing next week versus the San Francisco 49ers. So if you guys don't know, the San Francisco 49ers, Santa Clara, wherever they play at, their county is like on shutdown for the next 3 weeks, and that is included the San Francisco 49ers, so they won't be able to play at Levi's Stadium where they were supposed to be playing us at. They won't be playing there anymore, so now they will be playing in their division rival stadium, the Arizona Cardinals, for the next 2 weeks, so that includes our game, week 14. So that's just a heads up. Nothing different for the Washington football team because they still have to travel to the West Coast, a 3-hour difference. So nothing, different for us except for not playing in Levi Stadium. We still will be playing the 49ers. We still will be playing Nick Mullins and them boys. So nothing really different. So with that out the way, let's get straight into today's video topic. So why Washington should not tank the rest of the 2020 season. A lot of fans, I don't understand why they want us to tank the rest of the regular season. We are in prime position to win this NFC East race between the Washington football team. Well, essentially the whole division, but we know who the two favorites are, the New York Giants and the Washington football team. We are in prime time, or prime example, to win this division, or we're in prime, position to win this division, rather. And I just don't understand why fans want to tank. A lot of fans still want to tank for the future of the team. They want to have their future in this year's draft, but I don't understand why not just let the chips fall where they may. If this team in this front office, Kyle Smith, Ron Rivera, if they really want their guy and they still want to build a good culture, they will find a way. And if we win this division, wherever we land, 18, 20, 17, wherever we land, we are going to find a way to get our guy if their guy is in this draft. A lot of fans just assume with Dwayne Haskins' failure that, one, they're over Dwayne Haskins, and two, that their guy is in this year's draft. How do we know that? You know what I'm saying? And I just don't agree with tanking the rest of the season. I don't understand why people want to continue to see us lose. When we have a chance to win this division, we have a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's not a guarantee that next year this division is going to play out like this. It's not a guarantee that the quarterback, if we do select one this year, is going to be the guy next year. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why this team, or why some of these fans in this fan base want to tank the rest of the season. I understand, guys. You want the future of the quarterback here. But like I'm telling you guys, one, how do we know Ron Rivera is truly done with Dwayne Haskins? We're just basing it off of what happened. And I mean, I can't blame you guys. But at the same time, it's like, Ron Rivera has yet to come out to say, and nor should he had to come out and say that he is done with Dwayne Haskins Jr., or in fact, he doesn't want Kyle Allen to be the future quarterback of this team. You know what I'm saying? We're just I guess, what do you call it, making assumptions. We're not fully sure, and I don't understand why we just want to assume this and assume that we're going to get Zach Wilson, we're going to get the kid Trey Lance and stuff like that, or tank for Justin Fields. I'm telling you guys this now. We're already out of the Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields sweepstakes, man. We already have, one too many games. So if we were to look to draft the first round quarterback, it will have to be Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and stuff like that. But at the same time, I just don't want to tank. A lot of people want this. A lot of people want to get a top pick, right? They want to get a top pick, draft our guy, but at the same time, this is the same people that are crying for a good culture. Which one do you want? Do you want a good culture that's going to lead to multiple years of success, or for us to, possibly have our first pick up in the air and drafting another quarterback? These recent years, RG3, Dwayne Haskins, they failed here. And I'm not saying that can happen with Zach Wilson or Trey Lance, but it is a possibility of that happening, and we don't have a good track record of drafting first-round quarterbacks. And like I'm saying, how do we know Dwayne Haskins is completely a failure here? Like I told you guys, I'm up in the air about Dwayne Haskins. I don't know if he's going to be here next year, but we can't completely throw that thought out the window. It's not looking like he's going to be here next year. I said I'm up in the air with him, but I'm leaning more towards trading him. But at the same time, once again, I'm a fan just like you guys are, so we're just making assumptions. We don't know if Ron Rivera and Kyle Smith truly want to trade this guy. Yeah, you can say, well, they shown that they don't want Dwayne Haskins because they moved him to third string. That could just be teaching the guy a lesson. That could be just, a coach teaching a player a lesson as far as, son, you're not doing this right. You're bragging about your stats, so we're going to move you to third string. You know what I'm saying? So, and Ron Rivera is that kind of coach to where he wants to teach his players lessons. You know what I'm saying? And Dwayne Haskins, quite frankly, honestly, is actually learning from it. You know what I'm saying? At first, when he first got benched, he was pissed. You know what I'm saying? He was acting like a sissy. But now you can see the difference in him. He's out there clapping with his teammates the first degree throw when they score. Versus the Cowboys, he picked up Alex Smith. Essentially saying, how do we know that Ron Rivera is completely done with Dwayne Haskins? Now, I know it's going to be a lot of those fans still that want to, that are going to come on this video. We should get our future quarterback. Once again, how do we know that Ron Rivera and the staff want any quarterback in this draft? You know what I'm saying? And I can hear, they were like, remember when we only had like 2 wins or 1 win? They were like, Washington is now looking, at quarterbacks. That could have possibly been earlier in the season when we were still able to end the trade or Trevor Lawrence and also Justin Fields sweepstakes. But like I told you guys earlier in the video, we're pretty much out of that. You know what I'm saying? Unless these teams in front of us, Jacksonville, all those guys, unless they win multiple games down the stretch of this season, the last 5 games, which I highly doubt. I doubt the Jets are going to win any games. I doubt Jacksonville is going to win any more games. Unless those 2 teams, somehow go on a win streak, then we're not going to be in the top 2 quarterback, Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields sweepstakes anymore. And that's what I think that when that report came out, that's what I think that was more so for. That was more so for those top 2 guys. So with that being said, we have a prime chance at winning this division. I don't see why wasting this prime opportunity just to tank for another quarterback is the right, persona that you guys want to have for this team. You know what I'm saying? Once again, like I've been saying, who's to say that we have to draft a quarterback in the first round if in fact we want to draft a quarterback this year? You know what I'm saying? We have the De'Aaron Kings. We have the guy that Kyle Trask, who I believe is going to be in the second round, maybe. I don't know if I haven't looked at his draft stock, but someone told me that he could possibly fall to the second round, third round. But you have guys like that's going to be later in the draft. So in fact, if Washington do want to draft a quarterback, who's to say that it has to be in the first round of the draft, guys? You know what I'm saying? So I just want you guys to see the good about this situation. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we want that, young star, that Trey Lance, that Zach Wilson. You know what I'm saying? We want that. I understand you guys are fiending for a franchise quarterback, but when you have it's essentially like the NFC East is just it's over here for us to grab it. You seen that State Farm commercial where the guy's like, you gotta be quicker than that with the dollar. It's like that's what the NFC East is, and we're the person trying to get the dollar. We're just this close. So why not attempt to win this division as how poor it's been and try to make a playoff berth? And if we don't, okay, cool. We have a top pick or at least a 10, 11, 12 pick. And if we truly want Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, we trade up. That's what you guys don't understand. We have so much draft capital that if Ron Rivera and Kyle Smith really want to, get their guy, they will find a way to trade up in the draft with the team and send them a package to trade up and get their guy. That's essentially what I'm saying. I don't think this division is going to be as poor as it is this year. Next year. How poor it is this year, next year. So we have to take advantage of this chance, man. No, too many 4-7 teams, or not too many 4-7 teams, will still have a chance to make it at the playoffs in the future. So why not take advantage of this now and worry about that stuff later? Just let the chips fall where they may. But I will allow you guys to have your own opinion because of course you're going to have your own opinion. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with this video, but I just had to put my 2 cents in We have a prime chance to win this division, so stop with the tank talk, please. It's no point in tanking because the same people that want to tank also want a good culture. What good culture is going to come from tanking? You know what I'm saying? If we tank yet again, Jonathan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Deron Payne, all the guys that are used to winning at their colleges, they're going to come in and be like, man, we got to get out of here. Not more so Terry McLaurin. That's what I'm, more feared of in a couple years if we keep losing is losing Terry. But as of right now, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, they're probably tired of losing and they have a chance to finally get a playoff berth. Then they're like, why not go for it? You guys don't understand how much confidence is going to be in guys like Terry, Chase, everyone. If we make this playoff push and actually succeeded, when we get in the playoffs, no matter if we get blown out or if we win, they're gonna have a taste of playoffs and they're gonna have a taste of postseason games, and they're gonna be like, we need to get back here next year, and they're gonna have that feel. That's what's most important, is about them getting a taste of postseason. You know what I'm saying? To stop this tank talk. So as always, this is me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the football team. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me on this video, but hey, man, that's what it's all for. What fun is it if everyone agrees with me, essentially? So without further ado, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the football team. Put your thoughts down below. I'm out. Peace.